to play this character again.
Yes.
What has changed in Aurora aside from what we've seen?
I think it's really special to revisit her and show her in a new chapter of her life. You know, she's queen of the moors now and gaining her independence and finding her power, but being an individual. Who does she want to be? And, you know, being able to make her own decisions. And I think a lot of Disney films also, when the sequel comes, they expect the princess to then like be in armor and have a sword and fight and like, oh, that makes her strong. And you know, of course there are princesses that it's necessary, like Mulan. She is a fighter, that's in her DNA, and Aurora is a fighter, but in a different way. I think there's a strength in her femininity and softness, and there's nothing wrong with her wanting to be a mother and be married, and you know, my mom always wanted to be a mom, and I think there's a beauty in that, and that is still strong. So it's nice to represent that, you know, kind of woman.
And that part
We've got two great guests from the new Hulu series, The Great, about Russian leader Catherine the Great. Elle Fanning and Nicholas Hoult are both joining us now from their homes this morning. Good morning, you two. And I know you both are hunkered down at home like everybody else pretty much. And Elle, we know you celebrated a birthday in quarantine, so a happy belated birthday. And how was your celebration?
Thank you. You know, it was nice. I turned 22, so my big blowout birthday, 21, was last year. But yeah, it was great. I had a really good cake that my mom got. It was very cute, strawberry shortcake, but she had like a surgical mask on, so she was staying safe too.
It looks like mom made the birthday special, which is a great thing. And Nicholas, how are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, very good, thank you. You know, it's interesting. I've got a little 2-year-old boy, so he's keeping me very busy most days, and it's just playtime all day, which is fun. I'm grateful to have the time with him.
Absolutely. And let's talk about The Great. It's about Catherine the Great's rise in power in Russia. And Elle, not only you star in it, but you're also an executive producer on the show. So could you relate to some of Catherine's power moves?
You know, I could. It was, I was new to producing for sure. Definitely still learning, and I think finding my voice, much like my character Catherine was. So I was growing in confidence and learning things like her. So I definitely could relate.
And Nicholas,
she was a tyrant.
I was going to say, Nicholas, not to put you on the spot, but how was Elle as a producer?
Well, she was fine, except she went into the edit and she started cutting out like my best bits of performance and changing things to make her look better. No, she was a great boss. She led by example. You know, she's very hardworking and dedicated. So it's always fun working with her.
Well, you know, we're going to take a look at a clip of your work. Here is The Great. Let's check it out.
Emperor Peter, I present this branch of spruce. It is an evergreen, and I hope it will be a symbol of our feelings for each other. That we will be constant and caring all our lives.
She gave me a twig. She's not another inbred, is she?
It wasn't mentioned.
I assure you I am of sound mind, sir.
And we know you two have some hilarious bedroom scenes together. So how do you keep a straight face when you're filming those?
We don't particularly. I mean, that's the problem. Both of us have extreme problems, I would say, with corpsing. And like when you're looking at the other person saying these ridiculous lines of dialogue and trying to pretend to fornicate, then you kind of see like the smallest crease in their face or the glint in their eye, and it sets me off instantly.
Yeah, we both have that problem, so it doesn't help that we have those scenes. Oh man.
Well, I tell you what, Nicholas, your description has me smiling over here. So I'm going to say, when you do a period show, you have to wear the period clothing. So did you guys enjoy the costumes? How was that?
Yeah, I mean, the costumes are gorgeous, but also, you know, quite period accurate for me and all the rest of the women in the show. So obviously that means corsets every day for 6 months, which, you know, are beautiful, but painful. So I felt, you know, quite constricted at times, but you kind of get used to it. You're like, oh, it's gorgeous. But then I would look over at Nick, who, you know, he's like shirtless and wearing his pajamas basically as Peter. So I'd be a little bit envious of that.
So a little easier for you, right, Nicholas?
Yeah, more comfortable for me, but I enjoy that side of this job particularly, and also my character's very he's quite a larger than life character in some ways. So I got to wear dresses and high heels and my mother's jewelry because he has some Freudian issues with his mother, my character as well. So it's fun to explore him through that.
Well, it's a lot of fun to watch. We want to thank you guys. Elle, congratulations. I mean, happy birthday again. And Nicholas, continue to take care of that 2-year-old. Don't let him run you ragged, my friend. You guys, I really appreciate your time. The Great,
thank you.
You're welcome. The Great premieres Friday on Hulu. Make sure you check it out.
Now here on GMA with a very talented actress who's been wowing us for a long time, including with her hit show The Great. And now Elle Fanning is starring in the new Hulu limited series The Girl from Plainville, and she is joining us right now. There she is. Good morning to you.
Hey.
Elle, this is wild to think that you're 23 years old and you have been in the business for 20 years already. How is that possible still, Elle?
I guess I started very, very young. That's right. I've been doing it for a long time.
And what a career you have certainly had already. We're going to talk about The Great, you playing Catherine the Great, but this is certainly a different role you're playing now. Michelle Carter, convicted of involuntary manslaughter in connection with her boyfriend's suicide. It was called the texting suicide case. What did you bring? Did you hope to bring something to this role in that she was really vilified in a lot of ways, and maybe some would say rightly so, but did you want to give her a fair shake or a different look at this case?
I think for us it was looking at the case in a different light and in more of an unbiased way. I think the media definitely kind of showed a very one-dimensional view of this case on both sides. I think they kind of portrayed Michelle as this Black Widow manipulator and then Conrad as the victim, and he very much was the victim in this. I mean, this case couldn't end in a more tragic way, but also we didn't get to know who he was as a young man or his backstory at all. So everyone definitely had an opinion about this case. It definitely shocked the nation, and we wanted to kind of dig deeper and look at more sides to it.
What did you learn about her? What did you come away? Is there something about her you learned and you came away with that maybe even surprised you?
Yeah, I think to play a character, I mean, especially a real person, and obviously you want to approach this story with sensitivity, and I felt a great deal of responsibility because these people, they are still alive and a life was lost. But in order to play, at the same time I am playing a character, and you can't judge a character that you play. You don't have to agree with the decisions that they made or necessarily like them, but I think I have to come at it from an understanding. So through this process, I definitely understood more, and I think especially me growing up in the digital age, I mean, I had phones in high school, and I feel that kind of false sense of intimacy with my phone. I think it's so easy to kind of blur the lines between reality and fantasy, which our show does a lot of the time. And when you're on your phone all the time, like we all are, that adrenaline rush that you get when you receive a text, and I could understand that.
All right, we do have an exclusive sneak peek. We're going to take a peek, and I'll ask you about it on the other side.
I just loved him so much. And he loved me.
Of course he did.
It's all my fault. I should have been there for him. I should have known.
Don't say that. You were texting us the whole time trying to find him.
I know.
You sent me and Cassie like a 1,000 messages. Okay? Yeah.
And from what we got out of it, people in the public might have thought this was a mean girl story, but it was very much also, in your opinion, a mental health story.
Yes, completely. I think that we wanted this story to, we hope that it can, continue to kind of destigmatize mental health and normalize it and get people to talk about this. I mean, especially for Conrad's sake. And we were really careful not to sensationalize this story. I think it would have been very easy with our show to kind of romanticize suicide and romanticize that, but we wanted to show it for what it truly is. And it's also kind of this exploration of grief throughout. Chloe Sevigny plays Lynn Roy and so beautifully, and kind of shows the heartbreak that she is going through, losing her son. And I do hope that it's this show, if it could help one person and bring awareness to that, that would be a great thing.
Well, Elle, congrats, absolutely, congrats on this show. It's a fascinating story, but it's very curious to see how it comes together on screen. And congrats as well, season 3 of Catherine of the Great is coming our way as well. But Elle Fanning, it is so good to talk to you this morning. We'll see you down the road, okay?
Thank you very much. Thanks.
And The Girl from Plainville premieres March 29th on Hulu.
One of the movies getting big award season buzz, A Complete Unknown. It already has Golden Globe nominations, including one for Timothy Chalamet as Bob Dylan. Deborah Roberts talked to him and his co-star, Elle Fanning.
Michael, you took the words out of my mouth because the buzz, and this film really is pretty great. It is getting all this attention, and it hasn't even opened yet, of course. Timothy Chalamet getting high praise for his portrayal of Bob Dylan, even from the legendary singer himself. He and co-star Elle Fanning, who are just so nice, say the film was nothing short of life-changing for them. How much did you really know about Bob Dylan?
I knew little about Bob Dylan. I was a friend of my father's growing up who had a striking black and white portrait on the wall of his home of Bob Dylan, sort of a cryptic, mystic gaze, and I didn't know who this man was. And as I got into the press conferences, into the music of the film, of this character, I fell in love with him. His music is the music of life.
Oh, where have you been, my darling young one? I stumbled on the side of 12 misty mountains.
It's a role of a lifetime for Oscar nominee Timothy Chalamet, who channels a young Bob Dylan from up-and-coming folk musician to global rock superstar.
You can be beautiful, you can be ugly, but you can't be plain.
Is it intimidating at all to step into the shoes of somebody who's so legendary and who's still alive?
Yeah, massively intimidating. People, when they respect and love an icon of culture like Bob Dylan, like Willy Wonka, they get extremely protective because they don't want to see a young ignorant mess it up. But I can tell you on this, we had a tremendous cast. Elle Fanning is beautiful in this movie. She's heartbreaking.
You came here with nothing but a guitar. You never talk about your family, your past.
You've got the civil rights movement, you've got activism, you've got poetry. I mean, this was a real moment in time for you to portray these characters.
That was such a crucial time period. And for me as an actor, it was just a nice reminder of, I don't know, very inspiring to know to go with your instincts and follow your heart, and you can trust yourself.
Elle Fanning playing the passionate activist who inspired Dylan's social conscience and stole his heart. The two stars joining me on the small Greenwich Village stage at Cafe Wa, where Dylan once mesmerized audiences.
That's where we started, 1961, coming to Greenwich Village, to this place right here, to the Cafe Wa, where a lot of folk musicians at the time were trying to get their careers going.
I say no one wants to hear what a kid wrote last month.
Well, I like your songs.
Was there a certain amount of pressure in how to get her right, and how did you dig to find her?
I think the challenge for me was that I'm playing someone that isn't as well known. She's really there out of a pure love for Bob, and she was a real activist of the time and very politically involved, and it wasn't until Bob met Suze in life that he kind of became more politically involved, and I just wanted to show her strength.
And the seas will split and the ship will hit, and the sands on the shoreline will be shaking.
Chalamet himself playing guitar and performing 40 songs throughout the film.
All the instruments is live, the harmonica's live, the singing's live. That was a bit of a war in the beginning of the movie. You know, the music production team, that was frightening to them because they thought I would maybe play off tempo, but the director had my back.
The first time that I saw Timothy perform as Bob and fully kind of embodying him, I was moved to tears. I wasn't even acting, like the camera wasn't on my face, but like watching him perform these songs.
Bob Dylan actually posted calling you a brilliant actor.
Yeah, one of the most affirming moments of my life, truly. He's a man of few words, so any of those words spent saying, hey, good job, young man, man, I'll take that with me forever.
Have you had a chance to meet Dylan?
Never met Bob.
Would you want to now, having played him?
You know, I go back and forth on it. I revere the man. His work and his public profiles have influenced my life for 5 years now. And yet, he's given us everything he needs to give us, and me. Not as for the opportunity to play him, just his music and his art.
Hardest part about making this film?
I don't know. The hardest part was stopping, was letting it go. I've never pushed myself so much as an actor as far as stretching to this man's voice, the way he carried himself. So letting it go felt like, you know, leaving a part of me behind. This was one of my favorite roles I've ever done.
And it was a breathtaking performance. Chalamet trained for years for this role, working with a guitar teacher, a harmonica teacher, body movement coach. He went all in, which kind of seems to be his MO, even off camera with fun. He surprised fans recently in Greenwich Village where they were holding a look-alike contest. You guys might remember that. It sparked a viral moment. And he had so much fun with that. He actually threatened to send one of those lookalikes to the interview if he was too tired. But thankfully he didn't. A Complete Unknown, of course, will be in theaters on Christmas Day. And I have to tell you, it is really, really spectacular.
Oh, that's great to hear. He's
really
such a nice young man.
He really is. One of our favorites here at GMA. All right, thank you for that, Deb. Appreciate that.
Is it, though, intimidating at all to step into the shoes of somebody who's so legendary and who's still alive?
Yeah, massively intimidating. People, when they respect and love an icon of culture like Bob Dylan, like Willy Wonka, they get extremely protective because they don't want to see a young, ignorant mess it up. But I can tell you on this, we had a tremendous cast. Elle Fanning is beautiful in this movie. She's heartbreaking. She's everything you would want out of a dance partner. This is my second time working with her. She's one of the strongest actresses of our generation, and it's true. And it was intimidating, but we did it. If I can speak overconfidently, we did it justice. We are now the humble bridge to the 1960s and to Bob Dylan.
All right, it's a big day in theaters for Elle Fanning, starring in 2 movies opening today. One of them is Predator Badlands. Welcome back to Good Morning America. Thank you. How are you? You're a ray of sunshine on this Friday.
Thank you so much.
And a busy girl at that.
Yes, it's a big day, an exciting day. 2 extremely different films.
Well, I want to talk about this one because you've said that this one is a Predator movie, unlike any other. If you think you know it, you don't.
Certainly, yes. It is. Dan Trachtenberg has really pushed this franchise. He's kind of reinvented it into this bold new terrain. And this time, it's the Predator is the protagonist. So you get to kind of learn his backstory, which has never been done before.
Are we rooting for the Predator?
You are.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I know, the deadliest hunter in the universe might have a soft side.
Oh,
yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
Let's take
I get to play an alien synth. So it's kind of the alien universe is in the Predator universe this time. So it's a little mashup.
No.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I did not mean to interrupt you. Let's take a look at a clip.
Oh, great.
Why'd you stop? Let's get out of here.
Looks pretty stressful. How big of a challenge is it to play an alien?
It's a big one, like especially in this particular case, because I am an android from the alien world and I am cut in half. And the whole time I am riding on his back like a backpack, which we did for real.
Whoa, really?
No way.
So what, your legs were just hanging off somewhere?
Yes,
And then they just CGI'd them out?
Exactly, yeah. They were in these blue stockings and like hanging in a sling. And we were hooked up together back to back, flying through the air, doing these fight sequences with Demetrius, who's unbelievable as the Predator.
I
And he's in his
assumed that
hot
was
suit.
CGI. That's real. You're on his back.
It's real. I have some great like BTS photos that I want to post. Like you won't believe the wire work.
I mean, that's trust.
It is.
Yeah, I'm amazed. Man, wow, okay.
We
that's
shocked
fantastic.
Michael.
You shocked me. Well, but something else that you're doing, Effie Trinket. Next year, right? You're in the Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping, which is just such an incredible franchise. What was it like to get that call?
Ooh, that was so exciting. I think the fans I have to thank for that because I think the studio said they kind of hounded them so much because they kind of fan casted me when they read the book. And so super cool. And Effie's always been my favorite. So Elizabeth Banks, she's just what she did with that
So
character.
excited. So excited to see that. And lots of people are excited to see the second film of yours opening today, Sentimental Value. You're a very busy person.
Yeah, so thank you. No, we had a premiere last night Yeah, I think it was last night.
If you don't know, it's good because you're so busy. We understand.
Gotta stay present.
Yeah, right now.
Yes, GMA. Yeah.
You're either a half person
or in Norway. It's a film Joachim Trier directed. It's a Norwegian film starring Stellan Skarsgård, and I play an American actress in that one. So that I could relate to.
Is it?
No, it's kind of a family drama. Yeah, it's about a fractured family, and Stellan plays a director, and so it's kind of also about like the healing power of art, and focusing on your career, balancing your family, and it's very beautiful.
And it's already getting amazing reviews as well.
Yeah.
And it's doing very well.
And the most serious question: when are you taking a break?
Well, I mean, Thanksgiving I'll be home with my family.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
But we're happy you're doing all this work because we love when you got to come here to talk about it. And we love watching you on the big screen.
Thank you. I love this. It's so nice to see you guys always.
Congratulations on everything.
Yeah,
and I
huge.
hope that you've gotten a couple of good massages after riding on the Predator's back.
Yes, I did. During filming for sure. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Elle Fanning. Congrats. Not one, but two films. Everybody go check out Predator Badlands. It's out today, as is Sentimental Value, in select theaters.